And we are underway from Houston. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. You get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Texans at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hale. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down. Solomon. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 40-yard line. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Up the middle they go. Solomon. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And You see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of it.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He finds his man complete. It's Hale. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots, and here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hale. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's a handoff out of the gun. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
10 cycles.
Check back 11, check back 11. Watch the screen. Pass.
He'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48, and it'll be Titan football. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston set to take over. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Check ball is red.
Let's go, D. Hey, check back 11, check back 11. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hearns brings it in. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one,
Ready? Hey, check mega.
Watch twist.
22 needle.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check. Lucky. Hey, check Mike 11.
Punt.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
on that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He don't want it. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Drill. 52.
11, check back 11. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, check.
Red. Cycle. Set. Go.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 17 yards out. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend, because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
43 rail. Green jack. Ready.
Looking to throw. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On second down, Solomon. That's on the tackle, Panay Sewell. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Blaster.
Check back 11. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh. Hey, check back 11, check back 11.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Striker, 3-3.
Check back 11.
Better bring it. You better bring it. Let you know right now.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. These kickers now. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Ultra. Go ultra. Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Solomon, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 50 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken,
correct?
correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over. On now is the Titans punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
95. Ultra. Ready, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
He's checking crash.
Back to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the challenge there does not go away. This will indeed remain a completed pass. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight down. There you go. Check back 11. Here we go, D. Check 20.
Strike. Check.
Check.
And they'll run on the inside. Handoff. And a short gain there down to the 37.
You got it. You got it.
10 black.
Watch the pass.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Taking it right down Broadway. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Solomon, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And this will be a Texans 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
On 2nd down now, Solomon. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Clause 10. Light blue.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So now the Texans down 34-31, 57 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Right there, 56.
10 cycles.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 37, check 37. Watch that.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. The Texans had 8-8 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now a throw here, hauled in. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down.
4th and short in this part of the field.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 15. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now out comes Houston. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3.
Watch the run, watch the run. 29 is the mic.
Ready, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ready, ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Here we go. 50 Green.
Let's go.
Check Fury.
Check.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Solomon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Solomon. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Down. 60 red. 60 red. Let's go.
Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They'll run on first down. Solomon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And his kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to. He's got a man, complete! And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Ready. Red. 38.
You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Ready. Ready.
On first down, Solomon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer foot. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes the Texans now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to... Then you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is caught by Hearns.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 33 yards that time.
Ready? 10 cycle. Set. Go.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
22 needle. Here, yellow. Set. Go.
2nd and 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you...
On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, it's pretty evident that that's not the way you want to try and establish momentum ahead of a possible fourth-quarter comeback, because you needed points there, at least something to build on for your next series. That was neither. Instead, it's a huge play for a defense that now has no doubt it can finish this game off.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
45, right. 52 blasters.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. On second down now, Solomon.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff up the middle. Solomon, and he'll get this down only to about the 46.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hale.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Up the middle they go. Solomon, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Back to throw now on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll run on first down. Solomon down to the 42, 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
On 2nd down, Solomon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft. And
he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's gonna be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away.
45. White. Cut. Go.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
Drill green. Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions are giving him nowhere to go with the football. He's maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration, but now he's got to make sure that frustration is tempered.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted, hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they'd put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the 4th quarter.
So for Green Bay,
They earned one final victory and finished the regular season at 13-4.
and now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead.